Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Blend. I'm your host, Tifase Pizza. Before I introduce my guest today, and before I introduce the topic, I just want to remind my audience not to forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and also don't forget to like, comment, and also share. Yes, so today I am with Request Hawaii, an economist, and our topic today we want to discuss about financial futures, financial stability, market analysis, and inflation in Malawi. Yes, and how policy changes impact market trends here in Malawi, and also what are the key drivers of inflation. Yes, so yeah, let's get started. The impact of the exchange rate fluctuations on businesses in Malawi.
Okay. First, we're asking about the impact of what?
Exchange rate fluctuations on businesses in Malawi.
Exchange rate fluctuations.
Yes.
Okay. Firstly, let me take you on the point of fluctuations according to the economic perspective. Fluctuations refer to the changes or variations in economic activity, indicator of market over time.
Yes.
That means we have what we call the recurring pattern of expansion, or what we call growth, and contraction, what we call recession in each and every economic activity. So, when you talk about impact, how it is impacting the business, which means exchange rates can affect business in various ways.
Yes.
Yeah. So, firstly, it can either a positive impact or negative impact. Firstly, when we look on the positive impact, we have what we call competitive advantage. This means that our kwacha is weaker. That makes Malawian exports cheaper, boosting demand and the revenue. This means our currency right now is cheaper. And when we go on the currency market, I don't know, it's $1 to it's 1,200 or somehow there.
Yeah, 1,700.
1,751.
Yeah, somewhere there. That means our kwacha is too weaker. The second positive impact is about increased foreign investment. When the currency of a country is weaker, it calls or it invites the foreign, what we call the foreign investment. For here in Malawi, for example, you can see there are a lot of Indians and Chinese that are opening various business activities here. They are doing so because our kwacha is too weaker. This attractive exchange rate and they influence the foreign investors to come in because they know that they will not spend much. They will easy to manipulate our economy and make a lot of profit. The third positive impact is about tourism growth. When your currency is weaker, it attracts the tourism to come in, the tourists to come in. Why? Because they will know that they will not expend much. That means we are going to have more tourists because our culture is not strong enough. So when we look on the negative impact, that is the negative side now.
Yes.
Firstly, it's about increase the import cost. So this means a strong US dollar or other currencies makes imports more expensive. As an example that I have given, that $1 is equal to 1,000 something Malawian kwacha right now. So this is affecting our business activities within our country. Why? Because for someone to import a thing, that means you are supposed to have a larger capital. That will affect more business activities, more business investors here in Malawi, because they cannot afford to purchase or to hire more, to import more products from the outside. The second negative impact is higher production cost. That means when you are importing raw materials or equipment from outside the country, it becomes costly. Because actually you are supposed to import, for example, you are maybe producing what we call, we can give an example of sugar. Suppose that the sugar that we are using, we are importing its raw materials from outside the country. That means we are supposed to pay first to buy the sugar canes first, and we are supposed to pay tariffs. At the other end, when it comes here, it's supposed to be processed. We are also supposed to pay labor. That will be much costly. The third negative impact is about reduced profitability. Exporters receive less Malawian kwacha for their foreign earnings. That means that when we have imported a lot of things from outside, that is demanding more money, more kwacha. But when it comes to time of exporting the things, we are exporting them at a lower price. And this will affect how the business investors or the industries to make profit.
Yes.
There will be much lesser profits, so sometimes there will be some shortfalls in their businesses because they are spending a lot in imports, but they are earning less. Yeah. So the fourth one is about the uncertainty.
Yes.
When we talk about the uncertainty, it means that volatile exchange rates makes business planning challenging. Because the exchange rates are volatile and they are unpredictable, uncertain, that you cannot maybe predict that maybe after 2 months the prices for exchange rates will be the same. This will affect the planning for the business activity. And the planning, most of the planning officers nowadays in the industries and institutions of the companies, they are facing a lot of challenges in their planning. Because you can plan today maybe an activity for mostly, maybe let's just say 10 million Malawi kwacha.
Yes.
That budget is for now, but after 2 months, we find that the whole budget is now zero. You are supposed to add up some money, maybe times 2 the amount. That means the planners are meeting that kind of challenge, and this is due to uncertainty, which is caused by the what we call the import. The last one, but it's not least, but for my side, for what I know, the last one is what we call inflation. our weaker kwacha leads to high import prices, fueling inflation. When we talk about inflation, it's like it comes to the time that in the country you can have a lot of money, but your money has no value. For example, when you go in the town, in the cities, you see that the people have money. You find someone telling you, I have 500 million. But that 500 million has no value.
Yes.
That means there is a high supply of money within the country, which less foreign currencies. Yeah. So for the business investors, they will be affected in a such way that they will need the foreign currency for them to import or to purchase goods from the outside. So if the foreign currency is not there, but you have only your local currency, that means there will be no business there. Because you cannot be able to purchase or to hire things outside the country. Yeah, I think I have answered your first question.
Yes, and that's really insightful.
Yeah, any question?
Yes. So what is the law of the government in stabilizing the exchange rate? I mean, can they do anything to help businesses?
Okay. The government can do something, and they have to do something in order to regulate or stabilize this exchange rate fluctuations and mitigate their impact on business. On my knowledge, what I know is about the government has to implement what we call monetary policy. When we talk issues about monetary policy, we talk issues about what we call interest rate adjustment. Central banks have to adjust interest rates to influence exchange rate. That means here in Malawi, interest rates in our central banks is much higher than other maybe African countries. Because I can give you an example. For now, I think for you to go to borrow money from the bank, they will tell you that the interest rate is somehow 40-something percent of the money that you have borrowed. That means it's 40-something kwacha per each 100 kwacha. So the government have to provide a standard interest rate that the central bank has to use when they are borrowing or when they are rendering the business investors money. Another point is about money supply management.
Yes.
We are still under the monetary policy.
Yes.
So the second point is about the money supply management. The government has a huge money supply. This will impact the exchange rate. That means the government is the one through the central bank, or what we go through the reserve bank. They are the ones that have power to control the supply of money into the country. So they have to make sure that they are not maybe printing a lot of money. They are just supplying the money anyhow. They have to make sure that the money that they are supplying, that they have supplied has been used to its maximum disposal.
Yes.
This will help them to manage to see how the currency is moving, and this will help the business investors, because they will be able to know when the government will supply the money again and how they can take care of the current money they have.
Yes.
The third one, under the monetary policy, is about foreign exchange intervention. This means that the government, through the central bank, can buy or sell currencies to stabilize exchange rate. That means the government will have to fight to make this policy, or they have to find a way that the central banks are the only ones that are selling the foreign currency in order to stabilize the exchange. Here in Malawi, you find that the foreign currency now is being owned by the private people, what we call the black market. And this makes the foreign exchange be more expensive than before. Yeah, the second thing that the government has to do is that they have to implement what we call fiscal policy.
Yes.
When we talk issues about the fiscal policy, we are talking issues about the tariffs and the trade agreement. Tariffs means that these are taxes that are added for the goods that have been imported. Yes. Yeah, things like that. The tariffs that the government has imposed there maybe much higher than the maybe amount that has been used to purchase the product from the outside. So the government has to adjust tariff and negotiate trade agreement with maybe with other countries or with other maybe international organizations, and this will influence exchange rate. Under the fiscal policy, the government also has to do what we call tax adjustment. Adjusting tax rates can impact exchange rates because here in Malawi you find that tax is much higher because they are saying that nowadays they are saying 16%.
Yes.
Okay, everyone who is above 100,000, who is being paid above 100,000 has to be taxed 16%. That means government has to at least reduce that or to adjust that tax for the local people. The last thing under the fiscal policy is what we call government spending.
Yes.
Government has to manage the spending because when the government is spending, for example, sorry, I'm not a politician, but I'll give you an example from the political perspective to make it clear. For example, when the president or a minister is going for a visit outside the country, they use foreign currency. They don't use our kwacha. They use the foreign currency. This foreign currency that is being used has just been used there for nothing, for leisure. Instead of taking this foreign currency and being invested for business purpose. So when the government has spent that money, maybe for presidential trips or other government trips, that means the gap that have been created will not be fixed easily because we haven't gained anything. We have just lost the currency. So the government has to manage their spending. Now, point number 3. This is the new point. What the government can do to regulate or to stabilize it.
Yes.
Currency management is probably point number 3. This means government has to establish currency boards to manage foreign exchange. Here in Malawi, I believe we have some currency boards, but they are not effective as much. Because in our in other countries, they have their what we call currency, foreign currency boards. These are the institutions. They are under government institutions that are there just to regulate or to see how currency is flowing on the market. So government has to establish currency boards in order to make, in order for them to have some predictions or to make what we call rational decisions on how the economy is moving. Under the currency management, the point 2 is about what we call exchange rate staging. When we are talking about the exchange rate staging, we are talking issues about staging to stable currency. You are supposed to we are supposed to settle or to find another alternative apart from maybe selling our maybe products. We have to find another way of making or of attracting what we call the foreign currency. The third one is about manage the floats. I'm still under the currency management.
Yes.
Yeah. So the third one and the last one under there is about managing the floats. Government has to allow exchange rate to float while intervening occasionally. Sometimes maybe you hear that the Malawian Kwaja has just been left floating on the foreign currency market. Muna ndiyankweko chichomveka bwino mwina mumamvako kuti ndrama yakwa changoisiya ingoziyembera ichibe control. So the government is there to ensure that they are the owners of the Malawian Kwaja. So they have to make sure that they are managing the floating system. That means they have to know that if our currency floats from here to there, we are going to make this, or maybe we are going to make an increase, or we are going to make a decrease. Sure. The fourth point under what the government can do to stabilize the foreign exchange fluctuations is about support for business. One, under there we have what we call export insurance. As a government has to provide insurance to the exporters. That means the business investors, the ones that are owning business. And for example, you can give the Illovo Sugar itself, or what we call Nyasa Manufacturing Company. Those companies are the ones that are producing here in Malawi and they export outside. They have to be provided with insurance. That means the government has to provide some insurance to them in order to help them if they have met with uncertainties on the current market. Or sometimes you can accept that the products that we have managed to produce is almost maybe $5 billion. But when we go to the market, when we export them, you find that you have made a profit. You have made a loss. So in terms in situations like that, a government has to take the responsibility, have to pay the duties of providing the insurance to those companies. The second one under the support for business is what we call subsidy. The government has to offer subsidies for import-dependent business. Because there are some businesses that they just depend on the imports. There are some products that cannot be produced here in Malawi. For example, this is about electronic accessories, such as cell phones, laptops, TVs, and other things. You find them that they are produced outside the country. So the government has to subsidize. They have to pay something to the companies that are producing those things, in order to allow the companies, or the local companies here, or the local business investors here that are trading in that kind of business, to accommodate the price. Because sometimes you find that even the ordering price itself is much higher, it's expensive. So the government has to make sure that they have subsidized, they have paid a certain percentage, so that these people, the exporters, they can not the exporters, but the import dependent businesses, they can manage to hire those products. Under the support for businesses, we have what we call tax breakers. Providing tax breakers for business affects sometimes it's affected by exchange rate fluctuations. This means because sometimes government it's not their intention to raise issues about raise up the amount of tax. But when our currency is not standing strong on the current market, the government is forced to break the tax, what we call the tax. They are forced to find another way of gaining money or gaining currency into the country, except what we call taxation. The last one under there is about credit facilities. The government has to provide what we call credit facilities that will help the business owners, that will help business owners to boost their capitals.
Yes.
And this, maybe everyone of you are aware that the government they are doing somehow. We can talk issues about our NIF, MADIF, MEDIF. Those are what we call credit facilities that the government right away is doing. That the business investors, they can go there and lend the money on what we call on low interest percentage. That will help boost their capital. Should I continue?
Okay, it's fine. I think you have given me enough information. Thank you so much, my audience, for being there and for listening. Yes, the blend brings you different discussions with different topics and different angles. And do not forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yes, and also don't forget to comment and share. Yes. Thank you so much, my audience, for always being there, for always supporting me, for always supporting the blend. Yes. Yes, so I hope you enjoy each and every episode here on the blend. Yes, until the next episode. I promise the next episode will be so good, so great. You enjoy it. Yes. Yes, so until the next episode. Bye.